What's up, everyone? It's Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're one of only 20 Martin Custom Shop expert dealers in the world and one of only 5 preferred online partners, which means we bring you the greatest Martin guitars every day. Please check out empiremusic.com for our entire selection of Martin guitars. Know that we always do a full pro setup, dialing every guitar in to maximize its playability. We have a huge selection of just a small handful of brands, so we get you not only a great guitar, but the right one for you. We're happy to take trade-ins, so if you always have a trade, hit up our trade-in portal, and we'll get you fixed up with an amazing deal. Today, I'm really excited as part of our 2025 Martin Custom Shop launch, our exclusive run, to introduce this 0028 with an Engelmann Spruce top and beautiful African Ebony back and sides. Being a Martin Custom Shop expert dealer definitely has some perks with the factory all the time, selecting wood with the wood experts there for our wood locker. Sometimes we go out there and do a handful of pieces, this or that. Last June, Justin and I went out there to see what's going on, and we ended up speccing out 99 guitars, which is really, really exciting. So we have a huge selection of guitars coming for 2025 that we picked in 2024, the woods for. What's really cool about the custom shop process is in our wood locker, not only are we going through and hand-picking woods for their visual beauty and the sonic design that we're going for, but each piece is hand-sorted for the style of guitar we are building, meaning the experts there at the factory will have backs set up, top set up, and they'll say, okay, this has to be a double O, this has to be a dreadnought, this can't be bigger than a triple O. They're not only making sure that they're strong enough for the build, but the flexibility will give you the best sound. So you're getting the best ingredients, hand sorted by the experts, the best wood experts in the world, allowing us to design the best instruments for our selection, which is really cool. The double O trend right now is white hot. I mean, if you are out there in the world, dreadnoughts for Martin will always be king. Triple O's are always popular. OMs. If you're out there in the world watching artists play, tons of singer-songwriters, tons of players have double O's in their hand. We started to feel that trend a little bit last year, and we did a handful of double O models. This we only did 3 of, so if you dig it, a very short run. I always try to have a great concept for a guitar when we're putting it together. Are we putting together a take on something that already exists? Are we trying to create a new sound that doesn't exist but we think we should, and it should exist in the line? And this is a classic example of that. 2 of my favorite woods that I've worked with over many years with Martin and other brands, Engelmann Spruce and the African Ebony. So Engelmann Spruce is from the Pacific Northwest. It's typically known as one of those like really mature sounding spruce tops. It sounds really broken in. It definitely sounds kind of like an old guitar the day you buy it, which is really cool. I love the fact that it's a little bit more broken in. Not quite as powerful as Sitka, but in a double O body shape like this, what we're going for is we're going for character, we're going for response with light attack. Obviously, if you're a super heavy player and you want to play bluegrass, you're not going to buy a double O guitar. But if you like to play light or singer-songwriter strum, medium, heavy, medium heavy strumming and light strumming, you want a lot of character and you want the guitar to open up easy, Engelmann Spruce is spot on for that. And then I did the African Ebony back and sides, and I've done a lot of African Ebony in my life in custom shops with acoustic guitar brands, and this is just some of the most beautiful. I mean, really stripy, just gorgeous wood. But that's not why I chose it. What I was looking to do is ebony is a hardwood, right? Definitely harder than mahogany or rosewood. So that density gives us a lot of clarity, a lot of fast acting sound. And what does that mean? When we have a guitar that's small like this, a player can really change the dynamic and the power of the instrument and the tone of the instrument with ease. As the guitar gets larger, it needs more pick energy or more right hand energy if you're right-handed, more pick attack to open it up and get you more blossom, more bloom, more overtones. Whereas in a small guitar, it happens very quickly. So to give you that ability to get even more and keep tons of note separation, this ebony is just amazing because the lightest nuance and touch of your pick hand, whether it be you're playing fingerstyle, the thumb pick, playing with a regular pick, you're going to be able to impact the tone of the guitar dramatically, which is really, really exciting to me. I love that. I think it's really cool when the player plays the guitar and it's not the other way around. So you get a lot of control over this instrument. Super comfortable to hold because of the body shape, short scale, so super comfy. It's a great instrument. Our connection with Martin is really, really deep. We're out there all the time and just really have a great connection with those guys. And all of these specs, in terms of kind of the platform, we use the 2025 new Standard Series refresh. So we got the Golden Era design in here. Now we've used Golden Era bracing in these guitars for our custom shop runs forever. It's one of our most favorite bracing patterns. It's more scalloped. It allows for more mature tone. It sounds more vintage. Opens up really, really fast. Just beautiful bracing. So that's all in here. The Golden Era bracing went with the authentic fingerboard thickness, the Golden Era neck shape with a taper, so a very comfortable, smooth, and it's the same neck shape that's on all the new Standard Series. So a very comfortable and easy to play guitar. The short scale definitely relieves that tension, and obviously in a double O, you're gonna get a short scale. You could do a long scale if you wanted to, but with the short scale, you get a little bit more bottom end. What's really, really important to know about this is wood is just an ingredient, right? If you don't know how to build a guitar, if you don't have bracing patterns that make sense, if you don't have the best luthiers in the world putting it together, it's not going to become the best it can be. That's why you always have to be careful when you're out there and you're looking at guitars online and you see, hey, well, this guitar is this wood and this wood, and so does this one over here, and it's twice as much. I wonder why. Well, it's not because company A is charging you half as much or company B is charging you twice as much. There's so much of the guitar and really the core of the instrument and its success as an instrument is in the manufacturing, in the design, in the bracing pattern, in the neck joint, in the execution of those designs. And that's really, really important. I always like to think, like, if you gave the best chef in the world the best ingredients in the world, but only gave them a microwave, it's going to be less than it could have been, right? You know, it's like you can't just buy the most expensive tonewoods and make a good guitar. That's not how it works. The bracing pattern, the neck joint, the processes, the lacquer finish, all have to do with the end result. And then using premium woods takes it into outer space, which is really, really amazing. I'm just really proud of these because we build this relationship with the brands, and then when you're at the factory and like, oh, we only have enough to do 2 or 3 of these, and then like we scoop them up because they're so cool, and you're climbing through wood piles and they're pulling out all this great stuff. The access to the wood vault at Martin, which is unbelievable. It's just like definitely not part of the regular tour. Like is someone gets to do what I get to do, we really get to get in there and see what everything has to offer. Just get an incredible opportunity to bring home great guitars for all of you. So if you watch my videos, you know I like to do dynamic range of the instrument and the mids of the instrument. This guitar is going to be great through the mids, of course. A double O Engelmann top is going to give you some warmth and depth. The ebony is going to keep everything clean. The dynamic range on this is really, really interesting. It's very powerful. The Golden Era bracing is just, you can feel the guitar moving right away. It's pushing a lot of energy. You also are taking these amazing woods that are hand sorted, and with the hand sort comes with being able to choose slightly thinner, you know, it's like, you know, obviously you don't want a piece of paper for a top, it's not going to hold, but you know, if you buy an inexpensive guitar, the tops are very thick, you know what I mean, because they just don't want them to warp. When you get to this elite level, you're getting the correct thickness of the woods that really let them be huge sounding. So no, this isn't going to take down your D28, you know, it's not going to take it down volume wise, but this will absolutely hang in guitar circles, which is really, really cool. So while that might not be the primary purpose of it, it does show the ability of their bracing scheme to work and maximize the tone of the guitar. So let's check out the dynamic range and the mids of the guitar, and we'll see what you think. guitar. Another kind of just something that I immediately noticed, sometimes when you think, oh, we're gonna go with ebony, that's a, any wood. Hey, this is a bright wood, this is a bassy wood, this is a warm wood, this is, choose your adjective, right? This has a profound amount of bottom end, and that's from the golden era bracing. Just a beautiful design. The Engelmann King, kind of like a more classic sounding spruce top, like really in the sense of it sounds broken in, older already. It gives you that thump. Again, it's not jumbo thump. But for a double, it's got a very percussive full bass that allows for that sound around your sound out, right? Like if you're playing as a solo guitar player, I don't care if it's in your living room or if you're recording yourself, you're playing in front of others. You need that bookend. You need that bass to be there, and you need that treble to be there to kind of give you, a beginning and end to your sound. Here, that bass hits. It's not chewy so much or like muddy. It's just like it's precise, but plenty of thump. And that top end isn't so glassy, right? The Engelmann rounds out, the golden air bracing rounds it out, but you get tons of clarity and sparkle from the ebony. It's just a phenomenal instrument. We're really proud to bring it to you. There's only 3 of these, so if you dig them, reach out. You can go to empiremusic.com. Anything that we have in stock is listed by serial number, so you never get a stock photo. Of course, we do a full pro setup. We dial every guitar in to maximize its playability. We're always taking trade-ins, so take our trade-in, take a look at our trade-in portal, give us the info, and hit us up and tell us what you're after. And just ultimately, the setup is super important. Getting you a trade, that's important. We carry a huge selection of just a handful of brands, and we are determined to get you the right guitar. Not only get you a great guitar, we'll get you the right guitar. So reach out, talk to our guys here at the shop, and we will hook you up with not only an amazing Martin guitar, but the right one for you. This is the 0028 Martin Custom Shop Empire Spec with an Engelmann Spruce top and African Ebony back and sides. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Check out the site, chat with us on there, and we'll hook you up with an amazing Martin guitar. Thanks so much for watching.